about how the voluntary sector is using co-production and whether you think they're doing it well.
Well, our organisation, Voluntary Action Scotland, we represent third sector interfaces across Scotland, and locally the third sector interfaces are involved in a whole range of co-production initiatives, but a lot of it is around reshaping care for older people, which has been really useful for the third sector and for the third sector interfaces in particular. And there's areas such as befriending, as the Minister talked about earlier, and other things to try and tackle loneliness and depression, and looking at all that kind of preventative stuff, which we've seen the biggest benefits from. We've managed to get some really good case studies of how something that's reasonably simple when you think about it, and quite common sense, is making a big difference to especially older people across Scotland.
Great. So how does a co-produced service look different from a more traditional service?
Well, it's got crucially input from the people who are using that service. So it's about getting the people who are going. It's about ensuring services aren't done to people, things aren't done to people, that people are involved in the design and the delivery of that service.
That's great. And what support do you think that the voluntary sector needs to sort of embed co-production?
Well, I think one of the big things when you look at reshaping care for older people was that the third sector interfaces and the third sector more generally had sign-off on the local plans. So if we're looking at something like health and social care integration, and you want them to have the input of the third sector, and you want the third sector to be bringing communities along with it, then you need to have that sign-off element in there at some point, whether it's on strategic plans, whether it's in spending, whatever. There needs to ensure there's kind of parity of esteem for the third sector and for the communities within that.
Lovely, thanks very much.